no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, USC Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the tailback. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They'll try the run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, USC. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you...
There he goes! Touchdown, Tulane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll run this play from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Gets it past the marker. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Mayer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Makes a move. Got a little room. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 30. Touchdown, Greenway! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
He's got 48 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Abraham. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Lining up for the PAT.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Makes the grab. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Quickly out to the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Abraham. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Tulane looking for the 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Runs through the tackle. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle is going to be made.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cartwright. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. And he is snowed under. 7.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
A strike downfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Grabbed over the middle. It's LaBelle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's LaBelle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Finds his man open. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Running through contact. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
Touchdown, Greenway! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Continues to fight for yards. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Abraham. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Quick release on the RPO. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's LaBelle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bland. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Hard running there. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Oh, out of space. He's at the touchdown, Green Wave. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Osborne. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed near the marker, it's Abraham. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Snap to the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tulane! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 21 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Creates a little space. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side. Running room in the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And the punishment has been extended. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push past.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Trojans are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he tacked on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bland. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Abraham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the returner will be dragged down. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. On the option. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism. But they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're...
Touchdown, USC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bland. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Mayer. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Across the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's LaBelle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They'll move the tight end. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tulane.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, USC.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you make those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tulane.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
And that's a play the defense had to have, right? You're down in the game. Offense wants to stay aggressive and go for it on 4th, and they're throwing it. All you got to do is get one stop. Regain the momentum, give it back to your offense, and they could not come up with the play.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Got his man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's 3rd down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this 3rd down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football, and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
The Green Wave lines up mere inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Take it to him. Don't let him rest. You can do it, baby.
Not a very good punt there. No doubt the pressure had an impact. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. As they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. Snatches it on the run. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game.